Go and throttle up.
My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
My name is Jeff.
Go and throttle up.
So, your boy got sick over the weekend, so, you know, I got that going for me, which is nice. Yeah. Good times. not. That doesn't sound nice at all. No, 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 no. But I did get to see a space shuttle, so that's good. So, all right. Here's what's going on today. We're gonna play KSP. I'm gonna work on Gemstone and stuff, and then guys, I gotta stop at 1, so like literally 45 minutes from now. I gotta stop. I have a meeting. It's a very important business meeting. No, I got some stuff that I gotta do. I'll be back at like probably like 2, something like that. When did you see a space shuttle? Remo and I went to Intrepid over the weekend to take pictures for our engagement because we met at Intrepid. So I got to see Enterprise, so I got that going for me, which is nice. So that was pretty sweet. Fell down a rabbit hole with kRPC and Python, working on integrating Pygame to use my flight controls to feed the input to a fixed-wing autopilot I'm building. Nice. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go into, we're going to play some Kerbal for a little bit. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I think I'll just work on Gemstone 4 or something. Yeah, RJ. Yeah, it's a good time. So one thing I really wanted to show you guys real quick, Cadillac is coming out with a electric vehicle called the Celestiq. I wanted to show you guys this thing. So that's a picture of it, right? It's not a bad looking car. Do EJ radio voice to keep the strain low. That's basically what I'm doing. And a chance of getting back to the Hoster plan in the next week. Yeah, we will soon. We will soon. I needed to take a break from F1 Manager after what happened. So, anybody ever seen RoboCop? Anybody ever seen RoboCop? Anybody? You guys remember RoboCop? I'm sorry, that's all. I cannot see it. I'm sorry, I just ruined that nice car for you. It literally looks like a 6000 SUX. It looks exactly the same. It looks exactly, it's the same shape. God damn it. The SUX 6000. The 6000 sucks. It's the same freaking car, man. It's the same car. It's the same car. I can't stress my voice enough. It's the same car. What the hell? It looks exactly the same. I'm sorry. I saw a picture. I thought that was funny. That made me laugh. I'm like, that's the car from RoboCop, Cadillac. Go away. You drunk. I'd buy that for $1. I can't do that. Yeah, lost my voice. That's good. Don't even know why. Magnus, you passed your Python exam today. That's cool. Cool. Nice, man. Were you yelling at sports? No, I didn't watch any sports this weekend. I was in New York City. I literally drove down to New York about a couple hours after racing, and Remo and I spent the day in New York City taking pictures for engagement photos, which is pretty cool. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Element 154 minus 100.
Discovery,
New
go at
York.
throttle up.
That's right. Have you tried insert remedy here? I'm good. I got my own. I got my own remedies. I've done my research. So yeah, we drove all the way up in here. And because Brimo and I met at Intrepid, we took pictures at Intrepid. Walked in, took pictures next to some planes. That was pretty neat. Did you see that a player tried to give Bill Belichick a fumbled ball? No, I didn't see that. Bill probably had some choice words for him, though. Been there. It's pretty cool. It's got some pretty cool planes. And then there's that thing that's in there. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. It's a pretty damn good museum for what it is. But then yeah, we went around and had to go around and see New York. Hey, New York. Hey. And then yeah, we came home. Schooler on the muff punt tried to give the ball back to Belichick. Yeah, and then wait, Schooler. So the Browns, somebody on the Browns tried to give the ball to him. I didn't watch the game, guys. I was driving. Hey, Tarandra, what's up, man? You currently movie. I've been able to Intrepid since I was like 10. So old now. So, Schooler's on the Browns, Edmund, right? Right? Let me just do. Oh no, what the heck's going on here? You don't sound like you're very game today. I am very... My voice is very fricked up, dude. I got no voice. I can't talk. I don't know what the hell that's about. But, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch any of the game. I haven't watched it because I literally did nothing yesterday. Nothing. I lied in bed all day to try and make sure that I was good enough to stream today. Stop getting sick. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about, man. Strangely enough, post-pandemic, dude, I get sick left and right. Before that, didn't get sick at all. And this isn't COVID either. Neither was the last one that I got. It ain't COVID. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about. But, yeah, it's pretty freaking uncool. How does a guy who does not go anywhere or see anyone get always sick? I don't know, man. Just call it new vid. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Everyone immune systems drop after being in quarantine. Well, I'm just getting my sicknesses out of the way. For what it's worth, guys, I feel fine. I'm 100% good, and we took tests. It's not COVID. Like, I have a bunch of COVID tests. They all came in the mail. Not gonna read any more into that. You know, we're not reading more into that than we have to. Okay. So you weren't getting sick before you constantly go in places to Charmin 19. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it does, Aqua. Like, some sucks, dude. But hey, whatever, man. Like, I'm fine. I'm okay. It's just, that sound like Barry White, which is pretty freaking cool. Oh, yeah. All right. So, you know, let's have fun with this while we can. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to go away after a while. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sultry sounds of my voice. I can't get enough of your love, baby. That's awesome. Your voice is so low, it sounds like an NPR radio station. We need the AM static noise in the background. Hang on, AM static. Hang on. We need the AM static noise. And then we need to get close to the microphone. Yes, 3 armed hostages were taken, or 3 armed gunmen were taking hostages at the local foreign embassy here. More news on it at 11. Coming up tonight, how margarine could be bad for your health. That's awesome. That's awesome. In other news, war continues throughout the world, with rebels fighting on all fronts. Escalation of the conflict could lead to further casualties. More news at 11. Once again, you've been listening to EJPR, Eric Johnson Public Radio here on 1540 AM. Your source for all news, all the time, and everything that has to do with space news and in between. Once again, 1540 AM, your source for all space news all the time. I'm your master of ceremonies here, Eric Johnson, and I will be sharing the space news with you. I'm doing all the space news like this, okay? I'm doing all of space news with the background noise, okay? That's awesome. Sounds amazing. So, once again, guys, I have a meeting at 1. I can't say what it is. Got a meeting, and I'll be back at like 2:30. So we'll jump into Kerbal for the time being, and we'll go from there. Go into the other room and get myself a rail, because reasons. Hello, S. How are you doing on this glorious day? Thanks for your help, man. I do appreciate it. With my first Kerbal rocket on PC, haven't played the console version in years. Master Chief. Oh. We gotta try that, Ron. We gotta try that. You lost your voice again. Lou, I don't know what the hell's up with this, dude. I keep losing my voice, and I'm only losing my voice. I'm fine. I feel great otherwise. Just a lost voice. I don't even have a runny nose, dude. All right. See you last. Dude, it's been 30 minutes. Come on. You're telling me to see your last? I don't know what your last is, W. You can't see last for something. Damn it, man. Just in the Empire. Losing 2 droids in orbit at Tatooine. Okay. All right. I'll give you that one. All right. Master Chief, you mind telling me what the heck you're doing on that ship? Sir, finishing this fight. It was 4 messages ago. It's been 84 years, Taraga. Why did you text me what you texted me? Yes. I am game. I am game. Yes. Yeah, because. All right, fine. Have it your way. Dude, it's it's okay. Second part of that. I don't care. I've told you this before. I don't care. I don't care about that. Unless you do, then I don't. Don't worry about it. You do what you need to do. Okie dokie. I didn't want to step on throw. Hang on. Hang on. I'm texting an inappropriate message to Taradra. Don't answer that. You always text me inappropriate things. Why? Yeah. Halo Boomer's not quoting Halo for 5 minutes challenge. 100% impossible. Serious, I dare you. I dare you to have one stream where you say no negative things. I don't think you can do it. Now that's a real challenge. By the way, Chelsea sucks. Manchester is better. Liverpool's the best, so nothing you can do about it. That'll never happen. Alright. So, this is the rocket that we were messing with. 100% impossible. Al, you said you wanted a challenge. Oh, the other thing is I redid the monitor mounts for the automotive stream, guys. Here, check this out. Oh, yeah, baby. So now I got a double monitor on the side here, and then I have the TV on that side. I was gonna do 2 monitor mounts, but I left the TV there. But 2 monitor mounts. This is my old streaming setup before I got the curved monitors, which is actually pretty cool. So now I have a lot more space. Yeah, I figured you'd like the background. That TV white balance seems a bit off. Hey. I'm a hardware guy, not a software guy, okay? Okay. Why don't you come up here and fix it so I can hit you in the face with a shovel? So it makes the pang noise, you know what I'm saying? Beep. I learned that from a Chinaman. Oh, I just made that up. Yep. Okay. Okay. Let's not do what I just did. Also, you can stop pretending with the tough guy voice. I'm not trying to sound tough. Dude, this is normal right now. This is me trying to talk normally. I lost my voice. Freaking laryngitis, straight up. Yeah, the pang noise. You know what I'm talking about. Bing, replied Goatham. That's weird. All right. Yeah, no, dude, don't worry about it. I don't care. I really don't. Tara, I don't give a frick. You're last. What's up, Dad? Grind down some aspirin, then mix it on a spoonful of honey. That way it sticks to the inside of the throat. Try it. You will be surprised. I don't have aspirin and I don't have honey. But I'll take that under advisement. Smoke you. Wasn't easy, but we bagged him. Alright, so let's jump in. Guys, once again, I have a meeting in a little bit, so I was thinking maybe we could take Jebstone 4 and fix it a little bit. You sound rough. You've been eating sandpaper again. I lost my voice again, Tessa. I have no idea why, and it's honestly quite annoying. I can narrate golf now. Mickelson up on the 18th. The 18th is a dogleg right, 400-yard par 4. Looks like he's going to use his driver today when slightly going left to right relative to the course. Pin is cut short here. And there's the drive. Oh, right down the fairway. He's going to be really happy with that one. Like he's about 200 yards to the pin. Once again, we got a pin cut short, dogleg right, par 4 here. Flags on the pin indicating where the pin is relative to the green. Beautiful day here at Augusta. What sports were you shouting at during the weekend? I didn't watch any sports during the weekend, man. I didn't watch any sports. I was in New York. Didn't you read the sign? Morning routine the past few days. I don't sound as rough with coughing with the storm. Has been classic hot toddy with tea. A very Irish breakfast. Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Honey does wonders. Yeah, I have honey cough syrup, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but I think I drank all of it. Did you yell too loudly in awe of the shuttle? Dude, when I saw Enterprise this weekend, man, it's just... Here, I'll show you. I took the picture that pretty much everyone freaking took. Check it out. Man, dude, I still can't believe how big these things are. It's wild how gigantic this thing actually is. Morning. COVID is unpleasant. How's kRPC going? Morning. COVID is in fact unpleasant. You are speaking the truth there. Laryngitis is not fun either. kRPC is going okay. We're having some orientation problems. You went to Intrepid. I went to Intrepid on Sunday. That's where I was going, fellas. I didn't want to tell anybody because I wasn't going there for an event or anything. I was going there to take pictures, take engagement photos with Remo because we got to send out wedding invitations. No, you're not getting one. No, you're not invited, okay? You're weird. Not you. You might be invited. Not you, though. You're weird. I'm not inviting you. So, yeah, I got to see it, and it still blows my mind that that thing flies into space. I mean, not Enterprise, right? But it's just ridiculous how big it is. It's so freaking cool. The real question is Yarg invited? No, maybe. It wasn't even my idea, Kenza. It wasn't my idea. It was Bremo's idea. True story. It still flew. It did. Is it pointing towards New York or New Jersey? It's pointing towards New Jersey. Hey, Orion, what's going on? Double Wi-Fi. I'm working on it, dude. Why do you think we took engagement photos? All right, so it is pointing towards New Jersey. Ew. But yeah, that's where I was. I didn't want to tell anybody about it because, you know, I didn't want to make a fuss at Intrepid, so yeah, that's where I was. I'm American, Tessa. I do that perfectly well on my own. Are you going to stream the wedding? Probably not. No, I don't want to have to worry about streaming during the wedding. So, once again, fellas, yeah, this is what we've been working on. We've been messing with Jebstone. Jessica can play the bagpipes at the reception. I'll take things that I don't want for 1,000. You doing a lot of screaming this weekend? No, none. I just lost my voice. So, you know, I got that going for me, which is nice. Okay, so have Dallas take this. Yeah, yeah, I don't understand how, like, just in case you guys, you know, I know some of you might be a little thick-headed. I don't know how I could say this any clearer. I do not want to stream it. I don't want to have to worry about it. I don't understand how that possibly could be misconstrued as, oh, well, you could just do this. No, I'm not looking for a solution. I don't want a solution because I'm not doing it. It's like saying I want to buy fishing equipment. You know, and then people giving me recommendations for, like, a lacrosse stick. I'm like, those aren't the same thing at all. You back from recording a Marlboro commercial. Yep, that's exactly what I was doing. I know you said you're not going to stream it, but that's what been. All right. I'm gonna go get ready for this meeting. Okay, I'm gonna go get ready for this meeting. It's a meeting. Nah, just kidding. We'll see if we can get one launch in, but I know, Dularin, it's okay. It's okay. Chat's just being helpful. They love being helpful. Headphone warning if you're gonna scream at chat, please. What? Headphone warning. Alright, well, alright. Let's get the code up so we can go from there, and then pie chart. Seriously, you're gonna love the name of my project environment. Yeah, see it right there? See it? There's the thing. Alright, so I don't think we ever had this thing fully dialed in, but we'll try it. Hey Sim, what's going on? Alright, let's put this thing out there and then we'll go from there.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey Bray, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Your project is going better than mine. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but alright. Okay, let's see. Let's run the script. Let's see what happens. Okay, it did load into kRPC. It always takes a second on the first try. Alright, here we go. It disconnected. Oh, it's probably running main. Alright, so run current file instead. There we go. Line 43, invalid syntax. Oh, we were in the middle of coding something. Here, try that. See what that does. Two, one, ignition. RCS should enable here. And the vehicle should roll. Didn't do any of that. That's good. It's good. I mean, it finds the right direction, so that's nice. Did you figure out a proper roll program? No, it turns out that this thing is gimbal locking. Just because I'm not up to date on this project, are you putting this on GitHub or anything? What the hell's a GitHub? I don't know what that means. And this is an okay ascent profile. It's a little low. Let's see if I can salvage it. So, we got that far with the automation, and I think I'm going to try and finish the, I think I'm going to try and finish the rest of the tutorial here. But yeah, the, we have a little bit of trouble with the roll program. GitHub is for updating your codes so people can see it in the revisions. Oh, well, that's pretty neat. GitHub is Kerbal X for code. Well, that's pretty neat. I think what I want to do is make a version of Gemstone 4 that is specifically designed for coding, because we've had problems with this thing, and I think the problems that we had are associated with the code, because we're gimbal locking on the way up, because the rocket is really, really susceptible to transverse pogo oscillations. So basically when we go to launch, the whole upper stage is doing this. The upper stage does that. It wiggles around because it was not built with the code in mind. And because it's going backwards and forwards, when we're in a straight up position, fellas, it doesn't, your roll orientation is really easy for your roll to go from 0 to like 90, from 90 to 180, from 180 to 270. That's the big problem with this. I honestly think the hardware is not really good for this, because here's the thing. With the Nugget, it works just fine. It works perfectly. But the Nugget is very rigid. I built that thing with my modern EJ kind of building techniques, right? Because I built it with what I know about hierarchy, right? And what we learned from playing mission mode for all those years, it is a lot stronger. It's a lot stronger of a design. This thing was built for career mode. Now I was honing in on the ways to get this done correctly, but we never really finished it. Because I switched from career mode to mission mode because I got sick of playing career mode. So what I think we should start doing is build Jebstone 4. I called this one Block 3, but this isn't really good enough to be a Block 3. What I want to do is make a Jebstone 4 that is optimized for mission mode. And not necessarily because we're going to use one in mission mode, just because the mission mode building techniques will prevent those transverse oscillations from happening. The reason why is because if you're building something for mission mode, right, it has to be strong. The reason why it has to be strong is because, well, you put the thing together on the pad. It has to be strong because it's not, it's designed to be put together. It has to be strong to start out. So, because this works really well with the Nugget and doesn't work well with this, that tells me that there's something in the hierarchy here. There's an auto strut configuration in the hierarchy that basically allows this thing to bend, and I don't want that. I need the vehicle to stay rigid. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over into the SPH, and I'm going to redesign Jebstone. I'm going to redesign it to be optimized for mission mode. I'm going to redesign it to also be optimized for hybrid tech, that's what I mean when I basically say, oh, I'm going to build one in mission mode. That's what I think we should do, and then I think we should go and start screwing around with the script. Because if you don't have good software, if you don't have good hardware, well, hardware is the basis of it. The software is just one thing. But obviously, we're going to run into, the way I see it is that if we're running into into problems with this just like in the first 5 seconds of flight, because the vehicle flops around like this, like an arrow, like you said, Hellfish, we're going to run into all kinds of problems later down the road with this, because the hardware was not built with software in mind. The Nugget was built with software in mind. I built it to be strong. And I put this up on Kerbal. I put this up on Kerbal, so if people want to go screw around with code, you can. And in terms of putting the stuff up on GitHub, I don't know, man. Do you guys want that? Maybe if you wanted it, sure. But yeah, that's what this chicken nugget is for. The reason why I call it chicken nugget is because it looks like a chicken. Software can fix hardware. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to try and write the software to get around the bad hardware design. That's not a good idea. It's not really a good way to do things. So I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to redesign Jebstone 4, and I'm going to make one with modern techniques built like the MLV, but with Jebstone 4. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use it to see if we can... That's, I think, what we want to do today. So there's going to be a lot of Kerbal engineering. But once again, I already have the design figured out. So it shouldn't be that crazy. Oscorky, we want quantum entangled particles. You go to one side of the universe, you manipulate one set of particles. Spin up or spin down. The other side of the universe gets the opposite, and we interpret those as ones and zeros. Instantaneous information transfer faster than light. Debate, go. Hooked on phonics worked for me. Hooked on phonics worked for me. There you go. Any Timberborn scheduled this week? We can play a little bit of Timberborn sometime this week, Orion, but I really want to get into KSP. I really, really, really want to play this more. I want to get this code stuff figured out. Hey, Goose. How are you? So, what I'm going to do is we'll go in here, don't save, and then we'll make Jebstone 4 kRPC optimized. We'll just call it block. We'll call it block 4. Jebstone 4 block. and we'll say what this is. kRPC optimized version of gemstone. Modified in 1822. Okay. So let's get in here and we'll modify gemstone. So I have gemstone design kind of memorized in my head. It's not really too complicated of a design. The big thing with gemstone that we got to remember is that there is a thrust tail off from the SRB. I do that to squeeze just a little bit more performance out of it. The thrust curves are going to be the big one. And I'm not sure if we can code the thrust curves into the software. We might be able to, but thrust curves for SRBs are generally hardware. It's baked right into how they pack the grain on an SRB. So I might just leave that as a cal controller and go from there. Block 420 perhaps. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So I firmly believe that, you know, oftentimes it's not a good idea to retrofit hardware, with software, and retrofit software to new hardware. I'll give you a good example of why you shouldn't do this right here. Check it out. So this was back in the 90s. This is the first launch of Ariane 5. And what they did with Ariane 5 is they put Ariane 4's computer in it on the first launch.
By the early hours of the morning of the 4th of June.
And, well, I'll let you see what happens. It can. Someone, yes.
3, 2, unité, feu. Allumage.
Ignition. Decouple.
Décollage.
Décollage. So the rocket went really, really fine for the first launch here. It went really, really good up until the computer realized that it was flying Ariane 5 and not Ariane 4, and then tried to make Ariane 4 fly like tried to make Ariane 5 fly like Ariane 4. The computer realized that it was flying I mean, it's a little more complicated than this, but the short story is that the computer realized it was flying Ariane 5, not Ariane 4, and got really, 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 really confused. Allow me to explain.
Tous les paramètres propulsifs sont normaux et la trajectoire est normale.
Yeah, this is why it's tough to retrofit hardware with software in real life. And I mean, in Kerbal, it's, you know, I get it, Kerbal isn't real life, but I heard that's not the most effective method of reaching orbit. So yeah, I mean, what happened there is that the rocket, the computers on the rocket were like, this is not Ariane 4.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
They seriously just took Ariane 4's computer and bolted it to Ariane 5 and then sent it, and then yeah, it didn't work. Mega Doomer, 52-month resub. Thank you. So, if you want to look into it more, go read about it. That's what they did. They just said, man, put it on there. I do not want to make a new flight computer. I'm tired. Well, have a nap, then launch the rocket with the old flight computer. And yeah, that's what happened. So, you know, we have Gemstone's design, but I want to take Gemstone and I want to make it, I want to make a much more optimized version of it. Why would they do that? To keep costs down? Because they were tired? I don't know, man. Because they were tired. Well, have a nap. And then fire the missiles. Mr. Menage. Sorry, that's something different. Right. So, we're going to get our upper stage fuel tank. And what I want to do today is basically build a hardware optimized version of Gemstone. And I'll build it optimized for, oop, that's not the right tank. I want to build this optimized for the software. I'm pretty dang confident that the reason why this thing screwed up is because this thing is not strong enough to be able to figure out what the autopilot is doing at ignition. He keeps gimbal locking. So we need to fix that. the computer tried to put a 64-bit float integer into a 16-bit hanger. Yeah, no, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. We got I know, Oz, if you go read about why it happened, you're like, somebody signed off on that. And then somebody chose to fly. Failure's the best teacher, I guess. So, on the other side of my break here, we're gonna get into Jebstone, and I am going to do what I do with hardware. I'm gonna make an optimized mission mode version of Jebstone that is extremely strong and that won't do that, and then we'll get back into coding. The other thing, is that come on, boys, let's go. The other thing is that I lost my train of thought. Sorry, I lost my train. Someone signed off and then said you can put gas in this. Somebody actually put gas. Yeah, I know. It's funny how that works. Yeah, you can't really do that whole cost saving thing, DMC, with rockets. It doesn't really work too well. Every time they've tried to do that, it doesn't really end well. The only time you can really cost save is if you take something, you spare no expense on it, and you optimize the design that way. You optimize the design through frequency of flight. That's what they did with the Saturn V. That's what SpaceX did with Falcon 9. That's what they did with Gemini. So Titan II. That's what they did with Atlas. The Soviets did it with Soyuz and Proton. That's the only way. The technology needs to mature. Every time you try to implement anytime you try to do a hardware implementation in the names of cost, it really never works out. Any chance you play that 90-minute JPL documentary during your meeting? I can't play the meeting here because I actually need to use the computers. I have a meeting with a client. Let me put it that way. I can tell you guys what it is sooner rather than later, but yeah, you know, you got to keep this stuff under wraps because that's the way it is. You don't want to, that. And I don't like personally saying stuff before it happens. I don't like saying, hey, I have a meeting with Derp, that's kind of lame. I don't like doing that. It jinxes it. You know what I mean? It's like bad juju, So you can totally do cost saving, but you have to spend a chunk of that saving to engineer cheaper implementation. You can't shortcut cheap. Bingo, Poison. Exactly. That's always been my point with rockets. People are going to sit there and they're going to criticize SLS. That's fine. You can criticize SLS all you want to, but you'd be wrong. SLS is carrying a high price tag because it's always going to be expensive to engineer something that carries humans to the moon. You can just ask Elon. He'll tell you the same thing. The way that Elon and the way that SpaceX are going to get around that problem is Starship development is going to be just as expensive as SLS's development. We just don't see the numbers, right? We don't see the numbers at all. But I guarantee you SpaceX is going to be a couple $1 billion into Starship development easily, if not more. I mean, look at that. They're building launch sites left and right. They're building factories left and right. They're building prototypes left and right, They're building launch pads. They're just more and more launch pads are being made. Like there's no way that this isn't like at least a $10 billion effort. There's no way. Like I refuse to believe that. So the point stands. It doesn't matter what you engineer. You want to engineer something that works from the start, right? Like that's what you want to do. You want to start with something that works and then refine from there through frequency of flight. That's how you bring the cost down. That's literally how every form of transportation has worked. You can't just try to make it cheaper. Every time somebody does that with a rocket, it doesn't end well. It fails miserably. So, yeah, guys, I have to shut the stream off because I need the camera and the mic. So, I got to shut the stream off. So, I'm going to go get ready for this meeting. Sorry, that was a really short stream. This is like an hour stream is literally just getting started for me. But I just wanted to give a little synopsis about what we're going to do when I get back. In terms of when I get back, it'll probably be 2:30, 3 o'clock. And when I do, we'll jump right into KSP, okay? 5-minute warning until the meeting. See, Snake, I anticipated this problem. I told you guys the meeting was at 1. It's at 1:30, so I can get ready. Thank you for reminding me, though. So, how many hours for you? Hang on one moment. I decided to do this thing, fellas, on a side note, and put GMT on my Stream Deck. So I have a clock. One of the buttons on my Stream Deck is a clock that'll tell me that it's 4:56 GMT right now. Not bad, right? So, if I'm coming back at 3, it's 1 o'clock now. So I will be back at 7. So around supper time for you guys, okay? So, you know, you can enjoy the sultry sounds of my voice as you fall asleep. So yeah, I had this crazy idea of putting GMT on my Stream Deck. So that's what we did. So I have it there for everybody else. So we can figure out times easier. Anyway, so I'll be back in a little bit. Yeah, just taking a break. I have a meeting. And you know, if something good comes out of it, I'll tell you who I'm talking to. I think you guys will appreciate it. You know, I think you all. So, hi, bye. Yeah, AP. I'll see you guys in about 2 hours, okay? Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, quick break. Elon? That would be nice. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit.